I literally just recorded a full Yap session on, oh my god, no, the support strike, blah, blah, blah. And then I go on YouTube and I see, we're saved. NetEase responded and they're talking about how they're going to fix it in the next patch. Let's go. But no matter what happens, you can't please the crowd. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode of Shotty's Yap Session. And if you guys are new here, this is a series where I yap about a topic and you turn me on in the background while you do something else. Or, if you really want to, you can watch some mid-gameplay. Now, first of all, what do I mean by that? No matter how good NetEase is, no matter how much they do, everyone is still complaining. Now, don't get me wrong. In the video I made, I was talking about how the game does suck, it's annoying, but right at the end of the video, the number one thing I said was, chill out. At the end of the day, first of all the support strike does is throw the games for the other people you're playing with. Your friends, your teammates, your whatever. All that does is throw their elo. And you play the characters that you don't want to play because half of you guys that were doing it are like Lord Cloak and Dagger, Lord Rocket, Lord this. So clearly, to a certain extent, you like the character. And on top of that, if you've ever played with no support in the game, there is no reality where you have fun. Like, not at all. But instead of us fighting the company, instead of us begging NetEase to fix it or talking to them or anything, which history has shown, and it shows again, they clearly listen, we're throwing our own games. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What are we doing? And I kind of wanted this Yap session to be about that because they acknowledged that, yeah, it seems to be a problem for tanks and strategists. It seems to be a little underpowered or a slight disadvantage for them to solo queue or queue or whatever and how much SR they get. But DPS seem to have a slight advantage. But you see how easy that was? They're like, oh, well, yeah, seems to be a problem. All right, guys, well, don't worry about it. And then they fix it. And still, every single time there's a problem with this game, nobody's happy. Bro, you guys need to understand. I've been playing games for a while now. I've been playing since Modern Warfare, and yes, I'm only 23, but yeah, I'm an unk, all right? I'm past my expiration date. But I don't think you guys realize, in all the time I've played video games and all the games that have come out over time, none of them in recent years have been even close to this. I have been shouting at walls for years of my life, why won't they fix this? This game's so good. They suck. The company sucks. And we have a company that not only are they listening to us, they're giving us the most content that you've ever heard of in a game. Name another game that drops a hero every 3 months or every month or anything. Name any game that does that. Bro, I still don't really think they're going to be able to keep up with it. I feel like in 6 months or 8 months or something, they're going to say, okay, we're going to every 2 months now or every 3 months or something. But if they do keep up with it, have you ever heard of that? Because I haven't. And every single event, everything is like its own press release. They have movies. They have actual movies for everything. Did you see the Krakoa launch? Did you see all that? Bro, they are pumping it out. And they're giving us pretty much everything that we want. Even options for free-to-play players. They allow you to get free skins. It's just everything is pretty good. And there are people that want to deny, oh, well, there's not really an audience. This game isn't about the competitive play. They literally have tournaments built into the game. Yes, I don't think competitive play is number one of everything. But to say competitive play isn't a big factor of the game, you're deluding yourself. Or you're a hardcore casual and you actually just don't know that competitive is as big as it is. But clearly competitive is important because magically they keep hearing all our problems and keep trying to please the masses. Which, these last few weeks, proves you can never please anybody. I literally said in my last video about the ranked and all that, I was worried that they would do performance-based and make it so that it was inaccurate. Because I said blocking damage, doing damage, all that is not just what the role is. Right? For example, tank. Just because you blocked a lot of damage does not mean you took any space. Just because you had low deaths doesn't mean you took any space. All the stats that might be decent indicators don't mean anything if they have no way of deciphering the actual play style or the way the enemy played or the way the teammate played and everything. And it's really bad for games like this because I was honestly hoping by now we can get EOMM and we get all this, but we can't figure out how to, let me have this AI determine, okay, well, this guy walked up this step and he did this and he did that and he took space for his team by doing this. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't have any kind of technology or anything, or at least we haven't worked on it, that can accurately decide that. Same thing with even like strategists and everything. That's why they were going on strike, because they were getting such such less RR than anyone else, or SR or whatever. But guys, chill out. Be happy with what we have. Do not be complacent, but take the little wins. You guys are trying to protest a game that has basically done nothing but good. Yes, there's EOMM and the game is, oh, well, the game is slop because of EOMM, blah, blah, blah. EOMM is bad. Don't get me wrong. But even with performance-based, so far I've done it on tank and DPS. I still haven't tried strategist, and I kind of just avoided it because I heard how bad it was. But tank and DPS solo queue, not that hard. Now, not that hard with quotations. Is it probably 20 times easier to get at least one other person to play with? Absolutely. But is it so bad that it's like, wow, this is worse than any other multiplayer game I've ever played in my life with ranked? You're crazy. Have you ever played League? I don't even really play League, but I've seen the horror stories, right? Have you ever played, what else? COD? COD is the worst on this. Everyone hates COD for it, so I can't even use that as an example. But even Overwatch didn't feel too different from this. And Overwatch was the king of these games. It was the only one, really, that anyone cared about. So, I just, chill out, guys. People are listening. People are doing stuff about it. People are doing everything that we asked for, pretty much. They're giving us free stuff. They're giving us everything. So, take a second and actually take some wins. Right? We're getting what we want. Be happy about what we want. Don't be complacent. Don't just say, all right, let's stop being hard on the company altogether. We got to hold them to a standard because this is a great game. We want it to stay that way. So don't just, oh, well, they're doing some good stuff. Let's just forget about everything else bad. Don't do that at all, please. Because that'll ruin the game, because if we get too complacent, they might get complacent and then the game dies. But right now, I love this game. It's great. It's fun. I need more friends to play with, but it's a great game. Now, before we continue, this will be a good point for the middle of the app, so let's get right into it. And if you guys are new here, this is the part of the video where I talk to the audience, and if you want to skip it, I always leave timestamps. Oh, guys, first of all, I'm so mad that I recorded that whole video, and I thought it was pretty good, too. I think it would have made a lot of people mad, though, because I was basically talking about how ridiculous everyone's being about the support strike and how unfair it is and how you're just throwing your teammates. But now I'm probably going to scrap the whole thing, and I'm so sad, because I wasted like 20 minutes, 30 minutes yapping about that. I wanted to say thank you guys again. I think we're almost at 47K now, so every time I get a new yap session, I seem to say, oh yeah, we're 1,000 higher than last time. We're 1,000 higher than last time. If you guys don't know, we're doing a subscriber goal because everyone agreed with it. And right now, I have to eat a extra large piece pizza in under 30 minutes if we hit 50,000 subscribers by Sunday. So, feel free to subscribe so you can see me torture myself. But leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm so curious because I feel like I'm in like an echo chamber. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm talking to walls here. This game's great. This game listens. It's cool characters, hot skins. Like, I can go into this. I've mastered the art of playing with one hand now, and it's insane. So I can't have you guys take this away from me because the hub ain't as good. No. But no, seriously, please, let me know what you guys think. I feel like I'm crazy here. I feel like I'm the only one that really like loves this game. And I agree, like the EOMM sucks, some stuff sucks, but the game's fun. The game's interesting. And the company listens. I kid you not, I've never heard of that. Most companies, like the companies that listen are like single studios. Like one-person developers type things. Any big studio like AAA or anything, you're talking to a wall. You're talking to numbers, dude. I don't know. Well, I love you guys. Let's get back to the video. Back to rambling at you. Please, first of all, one thing. If you're playing and you're still upset about the support strike or this or that, first of all, I wouldn't even recommend playing at all until this patch comes out. I hate the game right now in terms of teammates. And in my last video, the one I recorded I didn't post, I talked about teammates. One thing we all need to realize that I keep getting comments about the community of this game is so bad and everyone's so toxic and this and that. I came from Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Xbox 360, all them days, right? One thing about those days was that this now, everything around this, the community, the friends, the toxic stuff, everything, all of it feels amazing in terms of this is as close to what it was like back then as I've been in a game for years, right? This game's fun. They're always going to be, just like if you go down the street, you're going to see like psychopaths. No matter how far you walk, no matter where you are, you will see one nut job when you walked out, right? You go to some other areas, you see more nut jobs. Like you go to New York with me, you see them all, right? It's part of life. Same way you went to school and you saw somebody you didn't like, or you met someone that was annoying. This game has hundreds of thousands of players every single day logging in. You're going to get toxic teammates. You're going to get those annoying people, which this is the bigger problem than support strike. You log into a game, oh my god, you're playing Adam Warlock? I'm throwing. I don't even understand it, bro. I don't get what's wrong with people. People talk about smurfing's the problem in this game. I don't think smurfing is as big of a problem in this game as most people say. And I'm not going to lie, if you guys don't know, I'm almost 100% sure that smurfing button that, oh, well, it's bannable. It's not. I can almost guarantee you that NetEase, that button does nothing. They have that stupid little button just for people who want to report it. Because I feel like they'll get themselves in more trouble banning people for smurfing than anything. One, because that'll be losing people that play the game. Two, because how do you know it's a good game or if it's a smurf, right? When I first started playing this game, I joined late, and in 6 days I hit Grandmaster from my first time ever playing. So from quick play to Grandmaster was 6 days and only like 20 hours, right? That means that as far as anyone else was concerned, and this was the end of the season too, this was like 2 weeks from season 1, as far as anyone else was concerned, I was a Smurf account because I was about eternity level back then. When I played, I hit Grandmaster 1 with the greatest ease ever. It was like 75% win rate, no effort at all. And some people might have reported me or thought that I was smurfing. How do we decide what's a smurf and what's somebody's first time playing that's just good at other games? Because I was just good at other games. And I smurfed even in GM. And if you guys don't know, Celestial wasn't a thing back then. So I was 1 game or 2 games off of Eternity. And then if you guys are caught up with shoddy lore, my Nana go bye-bye, me have to stop playing, me have to stop working, me stop playing everything. Yeah. That's basically what happened. So that ruined everything, unfortunately. That was such a that was a lot, dude. That was a lot. But we're back. We back now. But how do we know that I wasn't smurfing? How does the game know that? They probably don't actually care because they know they can never know and never really prove it unless you're doing like IPs or whatever, but that's really lame. And I don't think they care that much. You know what's a bigger problem than smurfing? People throwing. And that's bannable. So let's worry about getting them out because that's the big problem. Because I guarantee more of you guys have lost and consistently lost games to throwers or people that just refuse to switch compared to smurfing. Because most of you don't even know what a smurf looks like. Because like I said, how do we know it's a smurf? He could be level 60 in like silver and then stomp on you 1 game and you'll think he's a smurf because he stomped on you so bad and he won like 8 games in a row MVP because he had a good game, or he's been practicing his aim the last 2 weeks and then he starts playing again after that and he's been winning nonstop. Like, we just don't know. But give NetEase a break. They're doing really good and they're giving us everything we want. We're just like whiny kids. Mom, but I know I have 1,223 toys at home, but Mom, I want more toys. And you guys are never going to be happy. Like, none of us will ever enjoy this game because instead of enjoying the game, we're complaining about not enjoying the game. Like, we are all the same people, except for the people that this is their first game ever, really. We are all the same people that played games like Valorant, like Overwatch, like Destiny. Do you think any of those 3 games care about you? When was the last time any of those 3 games responded to a problem this quickly? It's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, and they've already responded to the rank problem. I think it was like 2 weeks, actually. I don't know. That's unheard of. Name another company that does it that quickly. They don't. They just don't. So if you guys can have fun on those games, we can love each other, live, laugh, love, and enjoy this game and still hold the company accountable so that they will fix the game and make the game better, and then more of us play and more of us are happy and life's great and wonderful. Anyways, if you guys like free stuff, you can get free Marvel Rivals coaching at Gosu Academy in the link in the description. And on the 27th of April, I'm going to be teaching there about some of the most common mistakes in aim. And you guys should check out this 44-minute video of what I've learned from coaching from bronze players all the way up to eternity. I love you guys. Have a good one. God bless you.